Ever wondered how websites are built? Welcome to the fascinating world of web development, the process that breathes life into the sites and applications you interact with daily. It's a bit like building a house, but instead of bricks and mortar, we use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. HTML lays the foundation, CSS adds the aesthetic charm, and JavaScript brings functionality. Together they create the interactive, engaging web experiences we've come to expect. So are you ready to understand the basics of building a website? Let's dive in. Imagine building a house but without a framework. Sounds impossible, right? That's where HTML comes in for websites. HTML, or hypertext markup language, is the backbone of any website. It's like the blueprint of a house, providing the basic structure upon which everything else is built. But HTML isn't just about structure, it's also about content. Each piece of content on a website, whether it's a paragraph, an image, a video, or a form, is wrapped in HTML tags. These tags not only tell the browser what type of content it's dealing with, but they also give the content meaning and context. Besides tags, HTML also uses elements and attributes. Elements are the individual parts of a web page, like headers, footers, and navigation bars. Attributes, on the other hand, provide additional information about elements, such as their size, color, or position on the page. Now that we have our framework, let's move on to making it pretty with CSS. Now that we have a skeleton, it's time to give it some style. Enter CSS. Imagine dressing up a mannequin. The mannequin itself is lifeless, but by adding clothes, accessories, and a touch of makeup, it comes to life. That's exactly what cascading style sheets, or CSS, does to our website. It's the fashion designer of the web world, giving form, color, and personality to our HTML structure. CSS describes how HTML elements should be displayed on screen. It's like a set of instructions for the browser, telling it how to dress up each HTML element. It does this through selectors, properties, and values. Think of a selector as a name tag, identifying which HTML element to style. Properties are the aspects you want to change, like color or font size. And the values? They're the specific changes you want to make, like turning text from black to blue. With our website looking good, it's time to make it interactive with JavaScript. We've built the structure, made it look good, but what about making it work? That's where JavaScript comes in. The beauty of JavaScript lies in its power to breathe life into your website, to make it more than just a static page. It is the scripting language that makes your website interactive, dynamic, and responsive. It's like the puppeteer controlling the marionettes, making them dance to its tune. What does this mean? Well, JavaScript has the ability to update and change both HTML and CSS. It can modify the content of your website, change its style, and even alter its structure on the fly, all based on user interactions. Let's dive a little deeper. JavaScript uses variables, which are like containers that store information. This information can be anything: a number, a string of text, or even a complex object. Variables are the building blocks of any JavaScript program. But what good are these building blocks if we can't put them to use? That's where functions come in. Functions are sets of instructions that perform a task. They take in variables, do something with them, and then spit out a result. And finally, we have events. Events are actions or occurrences that happen in the browser that JavaScript can respond to. When a user clicks a button, scrolls down a page, or types into a form, those are all events that JavaScript can react to. Now we've got a fully functional website, built with HTML, styled with CSS, and made interactive with JavaScript. So, to recap, we've taken a crash course in web development. We dove headfirst into the world of HTML, the very skeleton of any website. It's those bare bones that give form and structure to the content we want to share with the world. Then we explored CSS, the beauty of a website. It's the designer's palette, allowing us to dress up the skeleton, adding colors, fonts, and layouts that make our website not just functional but visually appealing. And finally, we tackled JavaScript, the functionality of a website. It's the magic that brings our sites to life, making them interactive and responsive to user input. Each of these elements, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, work in harmony to create the websites we interact with every day. They are the fundamental tools of web development. With these tools in your arsenal, you're well on your way to becoming a web developer. Remember, practice makes perfect. Keep building, keep learning, and most importantly, have fun with it. Have fun.